Gee golly whiz, gosh darn it.
Can't
Hey!
be pro fan. Can't be pro fan. It's got to be amateur.
Hey, come inside.
It's Mother time. I'm Max.
No,
and
I'm
the,
Matt.
And the floating head over the case is the other rat.
Did you get a camera to work?
On YouTube.
Oh.
So,
It's not on Skype.
yeah, just so you know, tonight I'm wearing my Fan of Stan shirt because my buddy Stan from Edward, it's his birthday tonight. Actually, yesterday, because he's already tomorrow.
Did you hear that name drop?
So,
I heard it.
I think I heard it, yeah.
Hey, Florida models,
Yeah.
we love your standards. Come on down.
yeah. So,
Doesn't do the standards anymore.
no, he doesn't. It's sad. But it's Stan's birthday, so happy birthday, Stan. Hopefully you see this. If you don't, hey, we're still shouting you out tonight.
Happy birthday, Stan.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
in celebration of your birthday, send me the P40 kit.
Yeah.
Come on with
No.
SPD. Come on
No.
with the Dauntless kit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey, Julian.
Do they have a Corsair kit?
Nope. So we're late.
They're doing it.
Apologize.
Come on,
You're
there's a
doing
Corsair
it,
kit.
Bleh.
Microsoft hates
What are you saying, Grant? I can't hear you over the madness.
Oh yeah. Oh, here's another reason why I can't really get time to finish a stupid model.
The cat?
Yeah. He
Grant
won't
is
shut
cat.
up. I pick him up. So yeah. So I should be building a model right now. I got parts behind my elbow. But am I actually building one? Oh hell no.
Put the cat down, Grant.
It's a catastrophe.
It is a cat. Yeah, absolutely. And then my
Maybe she will go catatonic.
the problem is it's like it's like a 2-year-old. It just doesn't stop. I can lock the door to the basement and you can hear him. He'll get right above me. How he knows I'm right underneath him. But it's like all freaking night long.
Beat them. No, don't beat them.
Well, he's got CKD. He's got CKD, and I don't think he's going to last much more than another couple of months. He's already down 6 pounds. It's
Wow, Grant, way to bring down the room.
Yeah. But we're sorry for you. We're
Sorry
sorry
about the
for
death of
you.
your cat.
Yes.
I've been dealing with it for the last 8 months, so yeah, it's just it's not. Sorry, thanks, appreciate it, but yeah. So trying to make this quality of life. So.
That's why we love you, buddy. That's why we love you.
He's a good cat. He loves everybody.
Not the only reason, but definitely one of the main.
Yeah. You notice you haven't heard him for the last 20 minutes, right?
Don't jinx it.
He's comfy. So anyway, what's the
The bracket tonight?
yeah, the brackets. Thank you.
1986.
No.
1986.
That didn't motivate me to come on tonight at all.
My sophomore year of high school.
What's
You learned how to solder your sophomore year of high school?
1986. Yeah, that was my sophomore year of high school.
Man, that's 39 years ago. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh, it's the Stone Age.
Thank you, Grant, and thank you, Julian. Yep, I was there when they dropped the first load of Earth. Why not just call
So
it
you remember when it
planet
rained for 2 million years?
Earth? Yeah. It was me, Noah, and all the animals.
Yeah.
What's that where you used to say, Chris, he's old enough to have served KP at the Last Supper?
Yeah.
Hey, they probably could use a little cake at the Last Supper.
Yes.
You want to talk about a really dreary dinner party? My God.
Going, no, that's not fair.
It was dreary for everybody but one.
Yeah.
One of you will betray me. Judith, what? You're going to have to watch History of the World again.
Is this meal kosher?
Part 1 or Part 2?
Oh, that hurt.
Only part 1. We did not speak of the part 2.
Yeah, it's alright.
But I do.
But you do. You do you.
I still like
Inquisition. Here we go.
Yes.
Hitler on Ice.
Good one.
Springtime for Hitler.
I
Producers, great show.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Which one do you prefer better, the Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane, or the Gene Wilder?
Well, the
Gene
original.
Wilder.
I'm a sucker for Nathan Lane.
I'm gonna say both because they both had their own style, acting style.
But nobody could bring out Gene Wilder's comedic genius like Mel Brooks.
So
I love Nathan
Yeah,
Lane,
it's
so
true.
I gotta go with the newer. of the
Really?
two. Yeah,
I was not really a big fan of that.
Nathan Lane just tickles me right in the funny bone. Everything he does.
Yeah.
Oh, Birdcage.
Birdcage is hilarious.
That was good. But
He's
but
got a
Robin
new
Williams
show out on
sold that
Hulu,
movie.
and it's basically Golden Girls except with gay guys. It's hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
That'll get us in trouble
Mouse
on YouTube.
Mouse Hunt. You've seen that one? That one's good. All right.
So what's everybody working on? I'm working on, since you can't see it, I'm working on the little Greek warship.
Wait a minute. I should fire up YouTube.
It's a trireme.
No,
Cool.
monoreme.
come on, Trirene.
Oh, I like that one. That's good. There you go, Ken. That was awesome. Well, Bob,
Kid's got the jokes, man.
He's got the jokes, and you're not doing nothing. I'm not so excited for these jokes.
Alright, so let's see.
I'm
Corey, what you
excited
working
to see
on?
the water.
What's that?
What you working on, Corey?
The SR-71. Just got some painting done. Waiting for it to dry so I can go to step number 2.
The grayish bird.
The gray bird.
And Jim, what are you doing? You're in a reclining, relaxing state.
That's because my office is full of crap.
Oh.
Telling you, just go outside.
So,
Your crap or somebody
okay,
else's
so-
crap?
Well, no, because never mind, I can't say the George Carlin line, which I would love to do. So this is my living room, and it is decidedly empty.
Alright.
We are getting new carpet tomorrow, so the living room, the hallway, and the bedroom all have to be cleared out by the morning. And guess where we put it all?
Your office.
Upstairs in the closet.
Shout.
Oh, Bob Delaney sent out the IPMS Gateway April newsletter at 7:45. Bob, why didn't you say nothing?
I wanted to keep it a surprise as long as I could.
Ah.
Ta-da!
All right, I'll be right back. And then I am reading through that.
Alright. Grant, what you working on besides take care of kitty cat?
Petting the kitty cat. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. I was resisting.
Oh, you picked up on that one, huh? Man, I thought I said it quiet enough.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's Jim. He was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna slip one by.
I heard that Beavis and Butthead laugh that you just did.
Fire! Fire!
He said kitty.
I am the great Cornelio. I need tips
We're gonna-
for my.
We're gonna score some shit.
Alright. Ken, what you working on?
An old Revell OB10A Bronco.
I gotta remember where I am on this one. I've been focusing on
I
the other one.
got some primer. I'm gonna scribe the raised pan lines,
That's a...
Ooh.
and I'm gonna see if I can.
I
I'm
might
gonna
do-
3D print a new stab to put some of the vortex generators on it. So.
Or the counterbalances too?
Oh, it's come with the counterbalances, but it doesn't have any vortex generators. And
Oh, the little sticky up things? Yeah.
yeah, and so I modeled them in the CAD program, and I'm like, oh, that'll look cool. So let me print those out. I just gotta update my file.
That's cool.
So it'll be stock except for the horizontal stab. It'll be a 3D print.
It's
But
warm
I
enough
gotta
in
do
your
something.
hobby cave to work.
Yeah, it's fairly warm. It was cold today. We had snow yesterday. It was snowing all day. I'm like, what's going on here? But
Monsoon.
it was
In April?
windy today, but the sun was out. So
Oh, you live in New Hampshire. Never mind.
yeah, close to Canada.
Gotcha.
It's like a
Canada.
4-hour drive. Yeah.
All right, Chris, what you working on?
I have free shipping.
Hey.
I put it on a piece of board.
Uh-huh.
Check it out. It's stuck. I'm gonna do water next with the latex stuff.
Ooh, nice.
That's where I'm at. And I used Power Grab to glue it to the board.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
That's it.
I need
How's
to get
the
back to the
F4
Phantom. That's what I'm gonna try. Actually, that I can do all I can do on the ship right there, and I'm gonna start working on the Phantom again.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
see, I thought we had the free shipping contest was in April, and so I hurried up, and it's in May, so I got plenty of time.
Gotcha. That'll be your faster you know. So.
That's exactly. So you say that now, but here in 2 weeks, you're like, holy crap, I gotta get this done.
Yeah, I gotta put the planes on it.
Yeah. You gotta
Okay, I
make the
got a
planes,
question
do the
for you
planes.
guys.
So.
What's
Hey
up?
Bob, what are you working
On
on?
the-
Oh, well, I've did a little bit of painting on the HMS Repulse.
Okay.
A bit of the funnel caps on there. Also attached the wings of the ship's Walrus seaplane. You can barely tell there, but it's a biplane. So I got the
Up there
upper
to
and
the side.
lower wings attached, and I'll get the attach the rest of the aircraft a little later.
So does
Oh,
that
and
give your
also
seal of approval,
on
Bob?
my Japanese destroyer for the free shipping. Just painting the waterline.
Gotcha.
I used to be
I say, if anybody's interested in that whole free shipping category, I have some spares. I'd be willing to donate to you.
Yeah.
Me too.
That you would be,
So.
looking at them and going.
Julian, you had
Like
a
whole
question for the hive mind.
Somebody can have that for free.
What do you guys do? So, I was looking at some interior cockpit photos of planes, right? And I noticed that the inside, like the supports of the class, those, are painted on the inside, So how do you guys go about doing that on your models? Or do you just not worry about it?
No. You do it. So when you have your canopy masks off, typically naval aircraft in World War II were painted the chromite green. So what you do is I always put my canopies on to cover up the cockpit when I'm painting my model. So everything's masked up. I will hit the canopy with chromite green. Then I will hit the rest of the model so that if you look inside the canopy, it's green. But if you're outside, it's the blue or the gray or whatever it is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing.
really what I do. When I paint it, I'll mask off the canopy. I'll paint the interior color first, then the exterior color.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's an old trick I learned from
Roger that.
working on RC cars.
Then you can chip too, and it works. It helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Need my chrome marker.
Speaking of chipping, have you guys, I don't know if you saw the pictures of Julian's chipping work. How long did that take you to do, Julian?
Too long.
I actually timed it with the rust and every chip. It took 37 hours.
Ooh. And that's all brush work, like Night
Yes.
Chip does it. Okay.
Yep.
It looks. So you did a light color first, and then went back and kind of filled it in with the darker color.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been wanting to try that technique, and I'm just so afraid to do it because I'm afraid it'll look like crap. But yours looks good. It looks really, really good.
You can use a sponge. I don't like using the sponge, but I like to use speckling with the acrylic paints. I like to speckle them to create a bunch of light chips.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, you gotta remember, tanks scratch. They don't chip, they scratch.
Right.
So,
well, when I built my M113, the APC, I actually did that. I had an old airbrush needle that that's what I did. I did some scratches down the side like it was going through brush, and it came out really good. But that one, you don't see a whole lot of chipping on that, but the old World War II tanks, my God, they were all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you also gotta remember that it was probably applied in the field.
Yeah.
And a can of gasoline was probably dumped into the paint and put into a spray gun. So.
Yeah. Yep. What, flammable paint? The Germans over engineering anything? Fair thought.
My model color stuff's a little bit pasty.
Man, my living room looks really big with nothing in it. This stupid factory. So, I did a thing the other day. Has anybody ever used the Micromark mini sander?
No.
The one that's got the interchangeable tips on it?
Nope.
And
I bought one. It'll be here tomorrow.
oh,
Nice.
I hate sanding. Like,
Oh, I love it.
well, I was originally going to go with the Display one, the red one with the.
Oh, yeah.
I heard a lot of bad reviews about that one. That if you add any pressure whatsoever, it'll stop the motor.
Yeah.
Well, with this other one, and it's rechargeable, which I'm not a fan of. The Micromark one is you plug it in, it's got a switch, it's a little heavier, same tips, but I'm going to be doing it for scenes and whatnot, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
It looks nice. I'm looking at it right now.
That's the Display one.
No, I'm on Micromark's website.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right now they're sold out of it, but they have them on Amazon. They have like 5 left, so I bought one. But and then I actually got all the setup for venting. I bought a inline vent motor for my airbrush booth that moves 400 CFM. Yeah, this thing will start a Harley. And so I'm doing the whole, I'm not doing it out the window, I'm putting it through the wall with the little vent cover and all that. So I literally gutted my paint booth, and when I did, the fans, there was 2 basically computer fans inside there, and that's all they are. But they were moving close to 300 CFM when they're clean. These were not. They were so coated in paint they weren't moving in the air at all. I didn't use the filter. So I bought some filters. And that's about it I got for modeling stuff. Yeah. Matt is muted. He's probably talking about it.
He's asking us the questions already. We don't know it.
Probably like, I wish these guys would shut up.
Hey, out of sight, out of mind.
Where's my
Bless you. Thank you. I bought this M1A2 SETV2 Abrams optical lens imitation set, right? But I'm ordering it it's coming from Serbia, I think. And it hasn't been updated in 18 days. Does anybody know what Prezov means? Prezov?
Someone.
Because I can imagine it's on a boat, but 18 days.
Discussion with teenager upstairs. Unquote.
It's the tariffs, man.
Yep.
The tariffs, probably.
Well, I mean, that is a war-torn area.
How do you spell that?
I was just getting ready to say, how do you spell it? And I'll look it up in Google Translate.
Give me 1 second.
Is that a shipping company or something?
Actually, I can tell you who it's shipped with, but the thing is, whenever I go to enter their tracking number on there, since it's all in a bunch of different language, I have no idea what it's saying. And Google Translate, to translate the whole page, this language isn't, all right, Prevoz.
DOZ?
VOZ.
Slovenian, detected. It means transportation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from Post Serbia, is who it's being shipped with.
So
it's in
Slovenian detected.
Copy.
Probably don't somewhere.
I got an order from Poland I'm waiting for. I hope that shows up soon. They're usually pretty fast.
Shipping in general has been slow.
Yeah, that's it. Although they were telling me that this sander that I ordered wasn't going to get here until Friday, but then they bumped it up. It's going to get here tomorrow. But that's through
Amazon.
Yeah. And then Amazon is. I bought a 10-pack of the filters, just the filter medium, and that'll be here on Friday. And that is coming directly from Amazon, which is weird because Amazon is right up there in Valley Park. So why is it taking a day longer?
Because it's got to ship first to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Then it'll come back.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my last order. It went to St. Louis, drove past my house.
Yeah.
Go to KC.
Yep.
And then they brought it back to not Union, but Washington, where the big distribution center is. And then Sullivan, and then to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all could have saved it. You wonder why you're charging so much for friggin' stamps?
Well, you think they're not? They're enjoying the heck out of that.
Huh?
It's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah, it's all about not using them.
Weren't they looking into making drone deliveries? Whatever happened to that?
Some towns still have it. Like Cali's got a bunch of that. But people just steal the drone stuff.
I would steal the drone.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that when they said they were going to do that, that's like the dumbest idea I ever heard of. Because first of all, you can't carry anything large. It's going to be small, piddly stuff.
Yeah.
Like a grenade.
What's a grenade? Yeah, we seen how that works.
Hey, Amazon, remember that time you screwed me over? Here, return
it with that.
They messed up all the FAA. Change all the laws for RC people. They supply RC and requiring all sorts of special designated areas, and now you got to have an RFID and all that stuff because there's gonna the airspace was gonna go commercial. Yeah, that never materialized.
Well, it doesn't. I used to fly RC, and if you want to fly at a sanctioned field,
a sanctioned club field, you can do that.
You have to have your AMA license, which is like $100 a year. It's nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You have to show that card to put it up there. But if I want to fly in my backyard, I can.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Nope.
They changed that rule. You gotta fly in a sanctioned designated airspace, and it's usually an AMA club that is where you can do it. So you got to belong to. So not only do you have to pay your AMA, then you got to pay your club dues on top of
Well,
that.
we actually have a public RC field in Fenton.
Oh, do
It
you?
was it's called Booter Park. It's named after a gentleman. That's what he did. So when he donated the land and when he passed away, that was part of his will, is that this space is for public use of RC. But for AMA rules, you still have to have, because you have to have the insurance.
Yeah.
It's $1 million indemnity insurance for that.
Yeah, but
And-
that insurance doesn't kick in until your homeowner's insurance is reached the limit. Then it'll kick in. There's all these little fine print areas.
Right. So
don't
what was
pay.
it? About 10 years ago, when Fenton decided that they were going to put soccer field right next to the flying field. Yeah, some little girl got injured. She got hit with a plane that had gotten away, and the AMA actually covered it. But you're right, you have to pay off your homeowner's deductible first,
Yeah,
and
right.
then whatever that didn't cover, the AMA would cover.
Yep.
So she's okay. You know, the girl just was injured, and it was, you know, the guy, it was some sort of servo or electronic malfunction. It wasn't anything that he did wrong, but, you know, she got hurt. And they took care of it, which was really awesome.
The 2 eyes, right?
Yeah.
But
I always thought that thing, one of those planes, was going to wreck right on a 44, man.
it's happened. I've hit cars
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I used to fly out at East Central College out here in Union, and one of my planes got away from me, and I actually banked it off the building.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
Yeah, they got over it.
No.
They just raised taxes again and built an entire new wing.
Yeah, and that got voted down, by the way.
Thank God.
I know.
Yeah, get back to Buddha. Back in the late 80s, I roughly some youth soccer games there at Buddha Park. I remember occasionally when we had games that there were some guys flying the RC planes around. They were well away. There were no incidents in the games that I was working.
Well, but they moved
But I could
those
understand,
soccer fields
yeah.
closer to where they were flying, and it's neat because they have the only thing they don't do is you can't do vehicles out there because the frequencies will cross over each other, but they have a control line cage for the big pulse jets, the ones that those. It's basically a big circle cage. They've got a concrete runway with electricity and pavilions. It's kind of neat, and it's public. It's not owned by a club.
See, that's what I wish they would do with what's left of the St. Clair Airport.
Another one.
I've flown out of Herman Airport like that because nobody flies out of there.
Well, they closed the St. Clair Airport
Oh,
down.
the one across the highway, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
it's for sale for like $80,000.
Yeah.
Only 80
And I'm like, I went ahead and called them because I was thinking about doing something with it. And yeah, the city's like, unless it's something, literally the guy goes, unless it's something that we can get revenue from, we're not interested in it.
Drag racing.
You know, that would go there.
Yeah.
Except for noise pollution, but yeah.
Oh,
You
it's
only
St.
do it
Clair.
on certain nights, and it's St. Clair. Nobody gives a crap. But
Hey,
they wouldn't.
It would
allow-
drown out the sirens.
Well, that's the smell of alcohol would take over the smell of meth being cooked. But I can see why they wouldn't want to do an RC field there because it's really close to 44. And you know, if we get a CB radio that's got a really strong frequency, they can take over. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Well, now the frequency there, most people fly on the spread spectrum, the
Mhm.
2.4 gigahertz,
Yep.
and you don't have that interference like the old day when you had to go put your card up over your channel number. So,
Mhm.
and then someone would turn their radio on and it was on the same frequency and then shoot your plane down. Remember those
Big
days?
scale modeling is expensive. Try RC flying.
Oh, yeah.
I watched a whole thing with RC planes where It's just really expensive planes crashing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I
sent
saw
it.
that too.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
A lot of investment in those turbine jet engines.
Oh.
They had a
They got like
747 that was
$10,000.
$80,000, and they folded it in
Yeah.
half.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Made
It's
in
just like
flight.
any other hobby. People take it to the extreme. They're giant now. When I was a kid, an RC plane was, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, no bigger than
This
the model
big.
kit.
I don't fly the big one.
plane. You'd
Yeah.
start the motor and
Yeah.
pounds.
And that smell, I still smell that smell of
Yeah.
castor oil and
I love this.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I love
Nitro,
that.
nitromethane. I love the smell of nitromethane.
Now they got you have to have a trailer pulled behind your dually
Oh
truck.
yeah,
to
100%.
hold your
Me and Lou had we actually rigged out my Ranger pickup truck with pieces of plywood so that we could put wings and fuselage.
Oh, yeah.
And we had
Oh,
to do
man.
that, otherwise we'd never get it there.
You just mentioned a name I forgot all about, man.
Lou,
Freaking Lou, man.
it's his birthday today.
That's awesome.
He's
Happy
61
birthday, Lou.
years old. My brother
How much?
from another mother. Happy birthday, Spaghetti Bender.
Hey, would you guys like to do some songs from 1986?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which
check
team?
out the madness.
I just,
Yes, madness. One step beyond.
let's just move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna start
Yeah,
off
I'm
with.
gonna I gotta bail, so you guys have a good one.
Okay,
So
Ken.
Viva. No question.
Yeah, pumpkin time.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Ken.
You
Yeah, bye.
understand?
Take care, guys. See you next week.
Yep. Alright, he's clear. Alright, so we'll get a batting order of Corey and then Jim. Let's see. Grant, you still in there?
He's muted, but yes, he is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm third in the lineup.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, that guarantees you bat each inning. So,
Hey, you're not getting picked last. That didn't
the long-
win.
But I got the second longest run around the bases.
alright. So we got
There was bad cleanup.
Corey, Jim, Grant, Julian, Bob, and Chris. There's our lineup.
Cool.
Is future George on?
He is not. Nobody's in the live chat tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Oh wow.
Said
I
one
dialed
person's
in.
watching. I know.
That's probably
Terrace. It's the terrace.
I know.
It's the terrace.
It's all Trump's fault.
Yeah. Oh, I paused. I dialed in on YouTube, Matt.
Uh-huh.
You don't see me on there?
No. I don't see you in the chat or nothing. Oh, there's a few people in there.
Cool. Hit us with the list.
Yeah. Well, it's also there's also a big lag too because I closed out the chat and it's still on the YouTube channel.
There is a massive lag.
Yeah, it's about 20 seconds when I got on.
Skype, just giving it to you right at the very end.
Right, exactly.
Oh, there are no
The micro shaft.
under no obligation
Micro
to have
shaft.
good service.
Oh, no. No, it was 20 seconds delay between what you saw on Skype and what showed up on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
no, it's more than that now.
We're done now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Google Meet. Here we come.
Yep. There we go.
So before we get started, I have a question about that.
Uh-huh.
Now, do we have to download the app, or are we just going to get an invite?
You should just get an invite, and I'll post
Okay.
it. I'll
You
take
can-
out the Skype link and then post it in the Facebook page.
Roger that.
You just need a browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no client, I don't think.
So that's
A
the plan.
browser?
So
I clicked it.
Are you going to start running it next Wednesday, or when are you going to start going on Meet?
I'll probably do a test run on it sometime this weekend.
Okay.
Nice.
So
You want to
see
set
it.
one up? We can jump in real quick.
Yeah.
So
Just
Yep.
for a test.
right.
Just,
So
just keep an eye on Modeling with the Mask Facebook for notices.
yep. So I'll post it when I do it, and then I'll tag it in the feature section.
That sounds like a plan.
So
Shh, we have a plan.
all right. So hey, we're gonna go with from 1986. We got Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel versus Missionary Man by the Eurythmics.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Starting off hard.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Hit me right in the brick.
So Sledgehammer, Missionary Man.
Sledgehammer.
The great and illustrious Corey Phillips.
I'm gonna go with Peter Gabriel. I'm gonna do Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. All right. Jim.
Sledgehammer.
I'm going to go Missionary Man. I'm a huge fan of Annie Lennox.
Me too.
Hey, Grant.
Sledgehammer.
All right. Julian.
Missionary Man.
All right. Bob.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. All right. Throw mine in there. Okay, Chris.
Rhythmics.
All right. Matt.
Sledgehammer.
All right.
We'll get a drink.
Hey, 5-3. Sledgehammer's moving on. All right, Chris.
Closer than I thought that was going to be.
Yeah. Let's
Thank
see,
you,
we
Julian and
got-
Chris, for not allowing me to die on the hill.
So staying on the Peter Gabriel side,
Genesis.
we got Kyrie by Mr. Mister versus In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel.
Ooh. This one's an easy one for me.
Yeah. Super easy.
Okay, can you run this for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it there.
Everybody ready?
Waiting for him to call out the names.
1 second.
It's chaos when he doesn't do that.
Chaos and a mass confusion. Rex in effect. No.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
There we go.
Sorry.
I find stuff that'll turn you white.
Can we move on to another question?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm gonna go real quick. I'm easy. Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes. I literally listened to that this morning.
Your easy and my easy are not the same.
Hey, that's always been the case.
Kyrie LA, Mr. Mister. Such
Corey,
an
what'd you say?
underrated band.
I said In Your Eyes
All right.
by Peter Gabriel.
Jimbo?
In Your Eyes.
I'm gonna go Mr. Mister. I love that band.
Grant.
In your eyes, man. No, not your eyes, Matt. In your eyes.
My eyes.
In your
In your-
eyes, yes, eyes.
You know, in your eyes. In your eyes.
Eyes. In ya. Oh yeah. Are we voting on Inya? I'll go with Inya.
No, Andy.
No.
None of that.
We gotta throw her off the cliff.
Julian.
I think it's in your I heard something on
Like the heat,
Bob.
I am complete.
In your eyes.
just
Chris.
in case I want to shoot it. What's up? What's the question? Sorry, get my son ammo.
We got In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel, or is that Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Kyrie LA.
Kyrie LA.
I'll just go with the first one because I don't know what the second one is.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't know what the second one is.
I guarantee you, if I had to play that song, everybody like, oh yeah, I know that song.
Which makes it really memorable.
It does.
That's going to be an easy In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel.
Well, it's probably half the music I listen to. I'll know the song, but I don't know who it is. So
Yeah. Mr. Mister, I think I killed the Mr. Mister lady.
All right, we'll go
I'm
over
scared for
to
the second one.
With an air conditioner.
the other side of the bracket. Yeah, Take Me Home Tonight by Mr. Eddie Money, or Emotion in Motion. He says that's Rick Ocasek, but that's Billy
Rick
Squires.
Casey.
Rick Ocasek.
The Cars.
Ah, yeah, the guy.
This was a solo effort, obviously.
And what was the first one?
Take Me Home Tonight by Eddie Money.
Take me home.
I know the song.
Eddie Murray, Eddie Money featuring Ronnie Spector.
Yes. And the second song, Emotions in Motion, is that the same as the Billy Squires? It's a different song.
No, it's totally different.
It's the same name.
I don't know that song.
I don't know it by name, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't know the guy from the Cars had a solo career.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
one solo effort of note.
yeah. You say the name of that song though, and all I think of is Conjunction Function.
All I think of is the Billy
Yeah.
Squires song, but
Conjunction.
Mr. Phillips.
Function.
3 is a magic number. Yes, it is.
I'm just a bill sitting on the hill.
Every Saturday.
Schoolhouse Rock.
One of the streaming services actually have that on there now, where it's all
Oh,
of the Schoolhouse Rock stuff.
I would watch those. I would just didn't watch those. That'd be awesome. Corey, which one you picking?
For me, was it Billy Idol's the first one? Not Billy Idol.
No.
What's his name?
It was Eddie Money, and then how do you say Rick's last name?
Rick Ocasek.
Okay.
Money. Wasn't a real big fan of either song, but
Yeah.
not what I was listening to back then.
I'll go with Eddie Money.
Let's see. Here we go.
It's a safe choice.
Are we going too fast for you, Mr. Matt?
No, you're fine. I'm doing two things at once because Matt has left the room for some stuff.
Is he fighting for a teenager again?
He's fighting with a teenager, but we don't really need to get into that.
I'm gonna come over to his house and shoot somebody then. I'm down. Don't mess with my Matt.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Take Me Home Tonight by Eddie Money or Emotions in Motion by Rick Ocasek.
I gotta tell you, I can't say the first thing because that's gonna sound awfully weird, Matt. I'm not gonna take you home tonight.
Unless I'm not asking you.
So I'm gonna go Las Vegas on this one.
All right.
Oh,
Not a bad
Julian.
choice.
Hey, what's up, man?
Was it me?
Yeah.
Viva.
Bob.
Yeah, songs.
Take Me Home Tonight.
Oh, geez,
Alright.
wow, really?
Chris.
Huh?
it's Eddie Money.
Yeah. Take me home tonight.
I'll handle it.
I think Matt's spoken for.
Yeah, I'm madder.
Wait, Matt started smoking again?
Some of us never stop. But...
Take me home tonight.
Chris, did you say your vote? I didn't hear it. If you...
Let's just take me home. Let's just take me home.
Yeah.
Where are we going with
I'm
that?
gonna go with that one as well. That's a clean sweep from Mr. Eddie Money.
Las
Nothing
Vegas.
wrong with money.
Second.
Nothing wrong with money.
Money, 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 money.
Good song. Full of boys.
Money.
Oh, that one. Oh, man.
No, not that one. That's a different song.
Oh, okay.
I do like that song.
Why
Coming
can't
down
we
here,
be
we got Secret Separation by The Fix versus Hip to Be Square by Mr. Huey Lewis in the News.
Oh, come on.
Hey, I'm more gonna tell mine. It's hip to be square just
Right.
because American Psycho.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
100% agree. I'm a sucker for Mr. Huey Lewis, so he'll
Yes,
always
it
be
is.
my-
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Is that a raincoat? By the way, yes, it is. Ah, ka-chunk.
No, son, you're just too darn
Just
loud.
too loud, yeah.
I'm gonna go with The Fix. I love that band. I am a super fan of The Fix.
Grant,
What were the choices again? Sorry.
you got Secret Separation by The Fix or Hip to Be Square by Huey Lewis and the News.
Go with what I know. Hip to be square.
There you go.
Know what I
Mr.
know.
Julian.
I know.
Viva.
I'm gonna die alone in this film.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Hip to be square.
Hip to be square.
Yep. You got one left. Grant. Or not Grant. Chris.
Hip to be square, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, there's.
Oh, fair.
That's all right. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Can't really get my Kajagoogoo haircut all ended up early.
Oh, you brought up the goo-goo.
I had a poster of them on my freaking wall, man. With that hair that was all like over to the side and kind of pointed up. Yeah, I loved it. I was kind of I don't know what you call that, new wave guy. That's why I like The Fix, Kajagoogoo, Flock of Seagulls.
Flock of
Yeah.
Seagulls.
Yep.
New wave or new age?
New Wave.
Nah, it's new wave.
It's new wave. Like the Thompson Twins and...
It was right after we had the big punk era thing going on, and it was kind of this.
Well, punk was more of, that was grittier. This was more flashy, poppy, kind of, yeah, I was into it. Weird outfits and weird hair, man. Pianos on a stick.
At least it wasn't punk.
Oh, I love punk. I did.
I glare at you right now.
Where did I get this from? Oh, there it is.
All right.
Next
up.
pistol.
We got Like a Rock by Bob Seger versus Stick Around by Julian Lennon.
Even Las Vegas.
Bob Seger
And a silver bullet.
and the Silver Bullet Band.
I'm gonna
You're
go
on the
with
same
Like a Rock.
playlist
I
that
like
has the
song
other
too.
one. Like a rock.
Listen, the first time I heard that song was on the Ford truck commercials back in the day.
Yep.
I think it was Chevy, actually.
I don't remember which brand. I knew it was a
It
truck
was,
commercial.
it was Chevy. It was Chevy.
Isn't that also they ended up playing that song during that little clip where the guy got caught in his truck got caught in the tornado, flipped it over, landed it back on its wheels, and he just drove off.
Maybe.
I think that was the same commercial.
Me and my buddies made up a different version of the words, but, you know.
Oh, I can already see that.
mm,
It don't take a rocket scientist to see through that for that formula.
Corey, Bob Seger, correct?
Oh, hell yeah. If the option is Bob Seger, just count me as a yes on Bob Seger.
Jimbo,
Bob Seger.
Grant,
Bob Seger.
Julian.
The Seger.
We're gonna go with that Bob Seger song because it reminds me of the Audio Slave song. It's spelled out like the same.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it does.
It's just like a stone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You win the internet for the great reference.
Bob?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bob Seger, Like a Rock.
Bob's going with Bob.
Of
Chris.
course.
Bob, please. Bob Seger, please.
We got a
Bob
clean
Seger.
sweep.
Kind of a given.
Especially
We're
with
setting
this
ourselves
audience.
up for pain, though, boys. I'm just saying right now. We
Oh,
are
I
setting
already know.
ourselves up for pain
Jim, this happens every.
every time.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's to be expected.
Yeah. We
All
love
right,
it.
we'll go up here. We'll go Amanda by Boston went against Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
oh, great. Now that's going to be stuck in my head all
That was the uber freaking earworm, man.
Oh man, you know, last week I had like 6 of those things going off all at the same time. Dang.
I would love to visit your brain.
Good.
Love to visit Ukraine. It's a one-way trip.
So is it going into Grant's brain?
You know, I got to admit with them on that one. Hey, you get off the plane, they hand you a rifle and send you north.
You come fight for us. Here you go. Now you are
I'd be
Ukrainian.
scared being a tourist going to Ukraine right now. If I was a male.
So the question is, why would you go to Ukraine?
Let's go see all the rubble.
It's
The same people that go visit like North Korea or Iran or something.
Or
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
The
I mean, that's
mentally
some
ill.
genius stuff right there.
Yeah.
Where you going with, Corey?
Don't get me wrong. Pretenders.
Jimbo?
What was the first one again?
Amanda by Boston.
That's the one I'm going with.
Traitor.
I'm a Boston fan.
Grant?
Fan, not the city.
Choices again? Sorry.
Amanda by Boston or Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders?
I'll go with Boston. I don't remember the song, but
Wanna take you by surprise and make you realize Amanda.
Amanda.
yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool the Engines, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the third album, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that their last one too? That's before the guy shot himself or something.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Possibly,
Just kidding.
I can't remember.
One of the guys in Boston committed suicide. It's a shame.
Brad Delp.
Damn. Yeah,
Seriously? Oh, shoot.
That was sad, though.
We got Grant.
it was.
Julian.
So what are my options?
Amanda by Boston or Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders?
Damn.
Don't get me wrong.
You ain't lying.
Bob.
Don't get me wrong.
Chris.
Amanda, Boston. I love that song.
And that's a 4-3. Amanda by Boston takes it.
Yeah, Amanda.
Yes. Squeak it out the end. Way to go, Chris.
Boston was just so good when I was growing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, it is a great band.
Oh, so awesome.
All right, we'll
That
put it over.
King of the arena rock.
Yep.
here.
Him and Rick Springfield.
ELO was pretty good back then too, though.
Oh,
Yes, they were.
ELO. Oh man, I couldn't even speak.
ELO.
That is a whole different level, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Fire on High by ELO, the instrumental. It's the
Oh.
acoustic guitar jamming in that
Yeah.
song is unreal.
Yes, sir.
They did Mr. Blue
Yes.
Skies, right?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty.
The
Hey,
Groot song. Yeah.
Alright. We got Throwing It All
Ferguson is where I
Away by
remember it
Genesis
from.
versus Stages by ZZ Top.
I think
Say
Queen.
again?
When,
Say it again.
Throwing It All Away by Genesis versus Stages by ZZ Top.
Stages.
Yeah. That's the one that the video they were on the spaceship, right?
I don't know. I'm not too good with music videos.
But I'm gonna go with ZZ Top. My dad would come back to life and kick my ass if I didn't. Skip my butt, excuse me.
yeah, there is that.
So you got that. Jimbo, you said ZZ Top.
Yes, I'm going to go with the quarterback on this one. I'm going to say ZZ Top as well. I mean, Beard. And they had a drummer named Frank Beard, and he was the only one in the band that didn't have a beard.
Go figure.
What do they
They had been
classify
on.
ZZ Top as? Texas rock, or what do they classify?
I
I
would
would call
say
it Texas blues rock.
Yeah, they're more
Rockabilly?
blues rock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say blues rock.
yeah.
All right, Grant.
Oh, ZZ Top. No
Give it
argument
away.
there.
So, I don't even know what my options are. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It's all good.
I'm really not even here.
We got Throwing It All Away by Genesis versus Stages by ZZ Top.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, I don't even remember the Genesis song.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I don't know. Just be
Just call it
Not
easy
their
time.
greatest song. Not their greatest song.
I can
Bob.
imagine that.
I'm gonna go with the song from that little band from Texas, ZZ Top.
Amen. Same three guys,
Chris.
same three chords.
Oh, and if you were doing model cars back then,
Yeah. You wanted the Eliminator, baby.
I built
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Yes, he did. Did it look good? Yep. It looks sharp.
That's the
It's very
one.
sharply
That's the
dressed.
one model kit box I will keep because it's eliminated
Yeah.
on the cover.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that's going for nowadays.
But the car or the album?
The model.
Oh.
It's still pretty easy to find, so I think it would be reasonably priced.
I want to find the one that actually had the keychain in it.
That one might be hard to find.
That one's hard to find.
All right,
Just
we're
a-
going down.
Just so long as it's not a pearl necklace, that's okay by me.
hey, Velcro Fly,
TV dinners.
Rough
Go down
Boys.
here. We got Invisible Touch by Genesis versus Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer.
Okay, that's an easy one for me.
Oh,
Addicted to Love. That's a name for a song.
yeah, that better be it. Man,
Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love, with all his backup band
yes,
wearing black and red lipstick.
yes, yeah, yeah.
All those in favor of Addicted to Love say aye.
Aye.
I
All right.
I'm gonna vote for whatever everybody else didn't vote.
So that's just say aye. Just say aye.
Yeah.
That's a first. That's a good one.
I'm a bigger fan of Genesis than I ever was of Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
yeah, but certain songs are certain songs.
That's a
Yeah,
mega
that
hit.
song-
That's a
Even
mega
a
hit,
blind
though. It's
dog
hard to
is
go
scroll
against the
once in
mega
a
hit.
while.
And certain
Oh,
videos,
overplayed.
and certain videos are certain videos, Jim.
I agree. I mean, back then especially, the video made the song, but God, that thing was overplayed.
Yeah, well, you can't.
I know, I'm gonna die on the hill, whatever.
No, you're okay. It's just
I pick what I pick.
some videos are worth watching, even if the music behind it is.
I call them balls and strikes, baby. That's what I do.
All right, we'll come back over here with In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel versus I Want to Make the World Turn Around by Steve Miller Band.
Oh, that one sucks. I have to switch it up. I'm gonna have to go Steve Miller Band.
I want to make the world turn around.
Yeah, it's about a Coke. It's a Coke ad.
Coca-Cola or the other one?
I'd like to.
Had a sax solo by Kenny G in that one.
Oh, I know that song. I'm a Kenny G fan.
What?
What?
You like Kenny G?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
I mean, the man is a freaking genius on the saxophone.
He's got cool hair too, right?
Oh yeah! He's actually
beat
in the Guinness
Fabio.
Book of World Records for playing the longest saxophone note ever, at like something like 4 minutes long.
Yeah. Who's that guy that did the flute all the time?
That was Jeff
Oh, that
McCall.
was
Here?
no, that was
Damn.
Sam. That was the pan flute. I thought you were talking about Jethro Tull.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name
A
of the
band so hard you could put a flute in it and it still rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you're
We
going
do
Steve
the
Miller.
Flute solo.
Yeah, I'm going with Steve.
Jim, what you thinking?
I'm gonna go Steve Miller. Yeah.
Grant, what are you thinking?
What were the choices? Oh, I'm thinking. What were the choices again?
We got In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel or I Want to Make the World Turn Around by Steve Miller Band.
Oh, I guess Steve Miller out of loyalty.
Yes.
Great way to do it.
All right. Mr. Julian.
In your eyes.
Bob.
I want to make the world go round. Or turn around.
Right. Close. Chris.
Steve Miller, please.
We got almost a sweep for Steve Miller.
What else?
I tell you.
Alright, we'll come down here to Why Can't This Be Love by Van Hagar versus Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel song.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Sam Hagar on that one. Van Hagar.
Van Hagar.
What do you think, Jim?
Van Halen.
I'm gonna go Sledgehammer on this one. I was not a fan of it. Yeah, I didn't like that song.
I love that song.
Yeah. That is one of those ones that you either liked it or you didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's like right now.
I love Van Hagar. The human being and all. I love that song. Yeah.
Oh, don't mention that song. Don't mention that album. They get mad. The Mats get mad.
They do get mad.
That's
What
the album that everybody broke up on.
Oh, that was the greatest hits. I hardly call it an album.
Well, it was. I'm talking about the soundtrack to Twister.
Twister,
yeah. They had, they just did that one song. I mean,
no.
And Eddie didn't.
Eddie does
Alex
that
didn't want him to
freaking
do it.
15-minute song at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The whole end credits is just Eddie playing on a guitar.
Twister, as in the tornado movie Twister?
Yeah.
The first one with Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
And the evil Helen
and
Hunt.
the song that we're talking about is when they're going through the field, and the guy with the maps is like, oh, it's going to be coming up on this road right here, right through there. It's like Bob's Road, and then they come out. Yeah. Yeah, when they go off-roading. God, what do I know that?
Jones. He's only in it for the money, not the signs.
I'm going to let you know right now, as a person who does it, there ain't no money in that, brother.
No, there's no money in that.
Unless you're like Reed Timmer.
Corey, I found it very
Josh
annoying.
Berman.
People were giving you crap for posting weather stuff.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after the
Okay.
thing, because that's a long story.
Okay.
Right. Grant, what do you think?
I think as long as I got the floor, since you started this, I've been cutting flash off of this damn little piece right here, and I'm only halfway done.
Oh my.
More flash in this Lindbergh kit than I think I've ever seen.
Welcome to scale modeling.
Yeah. Choices again?
Why Can't This Be Love versus Sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer, right. Sledgehammer, thanks. So many songs got mentioned, I forgot which one's which.
Right. Julian?
I don't even know my options are in there. Just
Why Can't This Be Love or Sledgehammer?
Neither. Diva.
Bob?
Sledgehammer.
Chris?
Why can't this be love?
Yep, with the Viva in there. I don't know where Matt keeps the dang coin. Oh, there it is.
Well, it was bound to happen at some point.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Hey, Matt. Take a vote on which way the coin's gonna land.
Well, you got the queen or a moose?
I vote Queen. I vote Queen.
So the queen
Hey,
has got to
queen.
be Peter Gabriel. Yeah. Gotta be, man.
And we're recording tonight too.
Well, yeah. The guy dressed up like a piece of cheese and a mouse.
So Matt's gonna have to put a not for kids on his video, huh?
Let's say I don't think he'll probably be returning.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm dying to hear this story now.
Well, you'll probably have to PM him about it because I don't think it's going to be a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it involve teenage boy troubles?
Yes.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I had 2 of them. I had plenty of troubles.
I didn't hear any yelling and screaming or gunshots. So.
Well, we muted the mic there for a little while because of it, so.
Oh.
Oh, and I thought that was just Microsoft or.
No. Microchef?
Yeah.
That was micro parenting.
That was
No,
Say,
no, that was macro parenting.
for the first 2 weeks I was off, I was involved in the same kind of situation, so I know all too well his pain.
It's so funny imagining that one yelling at anybody.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't really picture him to be that way, but
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
All I keep thinking about is Dr. Demento in the song "Boot to the Head."
Yeah.
always
Matt.
the quiet ones.
yeah,
How old is Matt's opposition up there?
I don't know.
14.
He's in high school.
Ooh.
Oh, he's out of high school?
It's not out of high school.
In high school.
No. At 14, you're
He's not
either
in
a
high
genius or a dropout.
Well, you legally cannot drop out at 14, guys. Remember that.
No, I never had
If you just stop going.
All right, back to the
Well,
bracket.
if your school, if
Back
your
to
school
the bracket. Let's go back to the bracket because now we're doing
agreed.
Let's
This is
see,
other
we got
people's stuff.
All the King's Horses by The Firm versus Take Me Home Tonight by Eddie Money.
all the King's horses.
Whoa, where did that? Are we still? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did that one come in?
Yeah.
Because weren't we in the second
I
part
mean,
of
I
the bracket?
love that song.
No, the first 4 we did were the play-ins.
Oh, okay.
But there's more than 17 here. This
there we
this
go.
one's up to 20.
Oh, cool.
All the King's
I'll
horses.
I'll leave it to you, Mr. Corey.
All the King's Horses, all the King's Men. Yeah.
Who's that by?
The Firm.
Yeah, put this one in my notebook here. All the King's horses.
Why? Because of the Firm.
Oh, there's a. Oh, yeah.
Listen, the only The Firm I know is the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the band, The Firm. That was some of the alums from Bad Company.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yep. And again, Bad Company.
Yeah.
Amazing.
yes.
I too will go with The Firm. The Firm.
Does that?
This is getting weird. We're agreeing on a lot of stuff tonight, Jim.
I know it.
Oh, sorry.
Chris, I'm playing the same thing, man.
You can't play it on the show. We'll get kicked
No.
off.
Yeah, you will get kicked off.
Sorry,
And
I meant to mute.
you're
I meant to
skewing
mute.
the vote. Can't do that.
I
You're
recognize
skewing
the
the
first
vote.
couple of notes.
Grant, what
I'm
do you
surprised
think?
it came through, though.
About
Grant.
100,000 things.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, all the King's horses and which one?
Take Me Home Tonight, Eddie Money.
I didn't vote for that one the first time. Las Vegas.
Julian?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Bob?
Take Me Home Tonight.
I am going to move that around because that
Chris?
still looks like a funny place.
Take me home tonight, sir.
Take Me Home Tonight is also my vote, so that's going to take it.
Dang, my ears hurt, dude.
I did not even recognize all the King's horses. That just does not.
I didn't either. I played it. I brought my Apple Music up. I was like, what?
The only reason I probably knew it is because I had that album from The Firm, and it was awesome.
Yeah, there was 1 or 2 songs that I remember like really popular.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what I pulled up was a YouTube video, and it looks like a Kurosawa movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
I mean,
was.
let's face it, Asia had 2 albums and they only had 2 hit songs. So, but the whole album, both albums were amazeballs. I mean, yeah.
All right, we got Higher Love by Steve Winwood versus Hip to Be Square.
Huh.
Ooh.
Boy, I could conflate those 2 songs right off the bat.
No kidding.
Wasn't that Higher Love was the one that Shaka Khan sang on to?
Yo, Shaka Khan.
Yes.
Jeez.
Bring me a higher love.
Yeah.
Great.
You know,
That's
But
good.
I am going to go with what was the other one?
Hip to be square.
Hip to be square. Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
Jim?
I will concur. Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah.
Grant?
Hip to be square.
So
Yep.
side question. A few years ago, somebody did a mashup between the Wizard of Oz song and then that. Oh god, I'll go with Hip to Be Square. But these two sound like kind of mashups, man. That was man.
I know if you played, was it side B of Pink Floyd The Wall at a certain point in Wizard of Oz, it matches.
No, this was who was that black jazz trumpeter way back when?
Dizzy Gillespie.
Armstrong. No, Armstrong. Louis Armstrong. It was one of his songs, and then the Wizard of Oz were kind of mashed up. Gosh darn it. Anyway,
I know he did the monkey song from Jungle Book.
no.
I want to be like you.
So anyway, Hip to Be Square is good for me.
All right, hip to be square. Julian.
Viva.
Bob?
High Love.
Chris?
Hip to be square.
That's mine as well.
Hip to Be Square.
All right, there should be no new songs in the rest of the bracket.
Good. Thank you.
And now the pain begins.
It's 20 songs is a lot to get through.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
All right. We got I Want to Make the World Turn Around versus Amanda by Boston.
Steve Miller Band.
And sorry. Oh,
Jim.
hurts.
Amanda Boston.
Grant.
We
Or
just
as
agreed on
they
that
like
last
to
time.
say, Amanda from Boston.
I'll go with Amanda.
Julian.
Viva.
Bob.
Oh, Rummer.
I gotta go with let's see that. I'm sorry, the song is Amanda, and what was the other?
I Want to Make the World Turn Around.
Oh, I want to make the world go round. Steve Miller. Go with that.
Chris.
Amanda.
say
Can I talk to Julian about his choice real quick?
What, Viva?
Yeah.
No, he's already voted. You can't.
I'd like the wage a case for this young lady that is
No
feeling
gerrymandering. All right, down to the bottom here. We got Why Can't This Be Love versus Like a Rock.
Wow.
That got quiet.
Well, I had to mute my mic while I was talking to my kid. I will go Like a Rock.
Whoa, like a rock.
My other favorite song of theirs was the famous Final Scene by Bob Seger. Oh, such a good song.
Jimbo?
I'm gonna go Like a Rock as well.
Grant?
What was the other one?
Why Can't This Be Love?
By Van Hagar.
Yeah, I'll go with Hagar, but I think I got a wrong choice there, but I'll go with that.
No, you didn't.
Julian?
This can't rock.
Bob?
Like a rock.
Chris?
Like a rock.
Good rock.
Like a Rock it is.
Here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Time
That
is
is an
due.
angry cat, man.
Pay attention to me.
I'm
Try to zip on through these because we're running out of time.
Okay, we're gonna speed round this.
Speed round.
Take Me Home Tonight versus Stages by ZZ Top.
Stages.
Stages.
Grant.
He's taking care of a cat. He's muted.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah,
No, my mouse stopped working. Oh yeah. So what were the choices again? Sorry, I got a cat.
Oh, just say stages.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not
stage.
gonna vote for Take Me Home Tonight anyway.
Yeah,
just
stage.
say stages.
Take me home. Was
Take me home.
what do you want?
Bob,
Stages.
Chris.
Stages.
All right, there is that one.
Sweet bitch.
All right,
Even the
down here at the
categories.
bottom we have
Hey,
Hip to Be
yeah,
Square
yes.
versus Addicted to Love.
Addicted to love for me. Can I give Corey my proxy vote?
No.
Well, my cat is making other choices.
We're just messing with you. Of course you can, Grant.
Yeah. Let the cat vote.
Yeah, I gotta go take care of the cat. Sorry.
What was it? Addicted to Love versus what?
Hip to Be Square.
Oh God, horrible. Huey Lewis. I'm gonna go with the news.
Yes, sir.
I concur.
That sounds like someone flushing a toilet.
Yep, I just went to the bathroom, switched up.
Julian.
Viva.
Bob.
Sorry, Julian, if I ruined any paint job. just saying.
I gotta go with, this was Huey Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah, Huey Lewis.
Chris.
Same for me.
All
Huey
right.
Lewis.
There we go. That's that one. We're down to the final foe.
Oh, here we go.
The fo at Wendy's?
The biggie bag. We got Amanda versus Like a Rock.
Like a rock.
Is that your choice or you're just singing?
Oh no, that's my choice.
Okay, I'm going with Amanda. Because you're wrong.
Like, no, I'm not. I will die upon the Seeger Hill.
Do it.
I would feel like Grant would have voted for Like a Rock.
Oh wait, that's right. I have his proxy vote. Like a rock.
Yeah. Julian.
Yeah, like a rock. Just literally just because it's like a stone, and I like that song. So.
I understand.
Close
Bob?
enough.
Like a rock.
Chris.
I'm gonna stick with Amanda, even though I'm going down in flames.
Yeah.
There we go.
we're
Me
going
too,
down.
baby. Co-pilot, here we go. Eject.
We got Stages versus Hip to Be Square.
Stages.
How
I
dare you
too
go
will
against
concur.
the
I will
news?
say ZZ of the topic.
Yeah.
You gonna proxy Grant?
Yeah, he says ZZ as well.
Yeah, he says stages as well.
I say I don't remember what he voted for when it came to Hip to Be Square, but I think everybody voted Hip to Be Square.
Except for me, yeah.
Yeah, but that was before it was up against ZZ Top.
Exactly.
Hey, am I a fan? Do I have all their albums? Yes.
Yes.
Do I have all the ZZ Top albums and saw them?
You're not a rock and roll fan if you don't have the best of the best of ZZ Top. With Lagrange and all that, you're not a rock and roller if you don't have that.
Have mercy.
Julian?
Viva.
Bob?
I'm sorry, what was the song? What was the choice?
Stages, ZZ Top, Hip to Be Square.
Hip to Be Square.
Mistaken.
Chris?
Stages.
It's gonna be Stages.
If you wanna go.
Here's the final. Stages versus Like a Rock.
Of course.
Oh no.
This one's easy for
And it's
me.
my turn to say, you did this to yourself.
Yeah. Again, I die on the Seeger Hill.
Yeah.
Jim?
ZZ Top, baby.
Proxy?
I think he would have went with ZZ.
I think he would have gone with ZZ Top.
That's what I said.
Grant feels like a ZZ Top guy.
Yeah, he does feel like
Yeah.
he's tough. Yeah.
Because he would be the
Julian?
one that turned the Eliminator into the space shuttle.
Yeah. I'll make it way more complicated than it has to be.
Julian, I'm assuming you're gonna go Like a Rock because of Like a Stone.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm not hopping the bandwagon.
I'm dying on the Seeger Hill, baby.
Welcome to the bandwagon, Julian.
Bob.
Get your conformist T-shirt over here. Half price.
I'm gonna go with Bob Seger.
Chris.
I'm not dying.
ZZ Top, sir.
And there it is. Stages by ZZ Top is tonight's winner.
Yay!
And weep. All right, there's that.
I wonder how many
1986.
votes could have potentially gone
Hey,
a
who
different
won last
way.
week?
Last week was Money for Nothing.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Good
That was
song. Yeah.
Dire
Here's
Straits.
Next week's lineup for your future considerations of making a playlist.
Little homework.
Yeah, we have
87 too.
1987. We have "Come as You Are" by Peter Wolf. We have
Ooh.
Don't Mean Nothing by Richard Marx. We have "Midnight Blue" by Lou Gramm.
Good song.
We have "Give to Live" by Sammy Hagar.
Hmm.
"Touch of Grey" by The Dead. We got
Love
"Jam
The
and
Dead.
Me" by Tom Petty.
Which one
"Living on
from
a
Petty?
Prayer" by Bon Jovi. We got "Shakedown" by Bob Seger. We got "My Baby" by The Pretenders. And on the other side of the bracket, we have "With or Without You" by U2. We have "I'm No Angel" by Greg Allman Band. We have "Brilliant Disguise" by Springsteen. We have "Say You Will" by Foreigner. "Learning to Fly" by Pink Floyd. "Paper and Fire" by, does that say JCM?
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Okay.
Paper and Fire, my favorite song by him.
Thank you. It's in the Way That You Use It by Eric Clapton. "Cherry Bomb" by John Cougar Mellencamp again. "Tunnel of Love" by Springsteen. And "Love Will
Cherry
Find a
Bomb by-
Way" by Yes.
I thought Cherry
Who did
Bomb
Cherry Bomb?
was
That was the
girls.
Runaways.
Yeah, the Runaways.
He has John Cougar Mellencamp, JCM, underneath of that.
Under Runaways?
I'm gonna
Cherry
have to
Bomb,
listen
that's
to
what he
that.
wrote down, unless it's a misprint. But that's what he has written down.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom.
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb. And that was on Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Oh yeah.
No.
It was Guardian of the Galaxy 1, but I'm
As
saying
well.
Guardian of the Galaxy
As well.
TOO
Yeah, as well.
as well.
For
Let me ask
chance.
a question. Did Corey abuse my vote?
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Abuse is
You
a
should have
strong
given it
word.
Wait a second. If I wouldn't have gave him stages when I chose the other one,
Oh, you
You would
got
have
it. You're
still
all right.
lost.
You're all
Or,
right. So
Like a
who
Rock
won?
would have still lost. It was 4-2.
Oh wow, I could have made it 3-3. Huh.
Or excuse me, 5-2, because I voted for
Oh,
stages.
never mind.
So Stages won it.
Yes.
Thank you, Corey.
hey, you're welcome.
Oh, you won.
Just keep
cold
being
one.
you.
Yo,
Oh no, I won't turn down that.
so-
I'll tell you that right now.
The John Cougar Mellencamp song "Cherry Bomb" is. I've heard this song. It's very, very different than the.
So it's not a
than the-
cover.
Than the. It's not a cover.
Okay.
Why are we even doing this? Just learning to fly wins.
Yeah, there you go. I'm okay with that.
I'll let you take
Since
it
I'm
up
a
with
huge
the
Pink Floyd
commissar.
fan.
Hell, it's one of the Pink Floyd videos. There's 2 videos for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where the drummer, I can't think of his name. Oh, I'm dying here on this hill. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
But the drummer was actually learning how to fly, and it was all about him taking flying lessons.
Yeah.
And then they switched it over for MTV, and it was this whole thing about a Native American person wanting to fly like an eagle.
Yeah. Was that on the album Division Bell?
What, learning to fly?
Mm-hmm.
No. Momentary lapse of reason.
All right. I like
Rick
that song,
insisted on
Division
my Floyd. Division Bell had She'll Take It Back. The Division Bell, which by the way is one of the most haunting songs ever.
You're right.
That dong 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 dong. There was a little bear who followed us all around. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, got my stuff goosebump. Yeah, that's a haunting song.
Fills me with the urge to defecate.
Hey, why'd nobody remind me to empty my air compressor tank? What do you guys do?
Hey, Julian, drink your air compressor tank.
Hey,
too
Julian,
late
could you
now.
do me a favor and drain your air compressor tank, please?
Hey, Julian, just forget it. It's not that important.
Get a CO2 tank.
Isn't that
Says the
expensive?
person who doesn't own an airbrush.
Yeah. So who was it? Was that Chris? You do the CO2 thing?
I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to.
That seems like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So why would you use CO2 over compressed air?
A couple of different reasons. Take it away, Chris.
No pump, no water problems, no moisture problems, and no noise at all. I mean, and if you get a decent sized one for like a soda, a fountain soda, CO2 tank probably lasts you a couple of years, 2-3 years.
It is flammable.
Whoa.
Yeah, possibly, but the number of chemicals I have over there on that bench are pretty flammable too. So.
CO2 isn't
I don't really work with open flame a lot when modeling, so.
You use CO2 to put out flames.
Yes.
CO2 extinguisher.
Well, there you go, Chris.
They use that to get rid of the
If
blob.
it was that big of a deal, they wouldn't have let me fly with a bunch of lacquer.
Hey, what's that?
Now there's
It
a
doesn't
visual.
like cold.
There's a visual right there. Chris has got a fire on his bench. He's out there with his airbrush going, trying to put it out.
I'm gonna probably try it. I just heard it on a podcast multiple times now, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the whole
And you can
drop
take-
in that is good.
But I wonder how that's going to interact with certain paints.
Well, apparently it doesn't.
Because here's the thing: when it comes out cold.
Right. And acrylics get thicker when they're cold.
Yeah, you probably have to use lacquer.
I know that Mr. Leveling Thinner does not like being cold.
Yeah, I heard this was on the Model Geeks podcast. They all use it. They swear.
Yeah, I did some research on it, and I didn't find anybody with a reason not to that was.
They like it for portability too. You could take it to the model club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't need electricity, or you're at a show or something.
Well, except the bottle of that stuff be pretty heavy if it's gonna the soda.
Yeah. I mean, but they make half-size ones too.
Okay.
So.
But is it expensive?
So they were saying it's like $70 for to get the bottle and then the first fill, and you got to get the right adapters, and there's a little thing on it. So there's an initial cost, but cheaper than my Iwata with a tank.
Quite honestly, Chris, I go through a $70 Harbor Freight compressor about once a year. So
Now my Iwata was expensive, and it's fine. I have no need to go there other than no noise, right? And the whole water trap, and then I didn't empty my tank because I didn't even know it was a thing, because I haven't been airbrushing but like 2 years now.
Oh, yeah.
And when I did, I thought it was just a ton of rusty water. Hopefully it's okay, but so I've been going on for like a year using it, and then I did it. But there's other people, and then I go online, of course, thinking I ruined it, and some people are like, "Oh, I didn't even know for like 5 years or whatever," and.
Well, that's why I use a tankless compressor, because you don't have to worry about water.
Oh my god, that's so loud.
But Texas compressor
Loud is relative. Hey, what's loud to you may not be loud to me. I mean, to me, it's not. It's fine. Yeah, it doesn't bother me a bit. Matter of fact, what was it? The last time I was on, I was airbrushing, and I even asked if anybody could hear it, and nobody could hear it.
Well, the question is, do you not get pulsation caused by that?
No.
In your
No.
face? And what is it that you're using then?
I'm using it's the Iwata tankless one that it comes in, you know,
It's called like the Ninja or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's got rubberized feet on it, so I don't get a whole lot of noise. It's oilless, so I don't have to worry about really maintenance. I do have a water trap on it, but when I airbrush, I don't go over 15 psi.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point.
Oh, seriously?
No,
I
no,
I'm
never.
like between 10 and like 12, probably.
Yeah,
When,
I'm
when
probably
I'm
even a
spraying,
little
I'm
bit
at like
lower than that.
I'm at probably 25, 30. So
Really?
yeah,
Is that
But
Julian?
are you doing lacquers or enamels?
lacquer.
That's why.
Too. I'm doing lacquer, and I do like between 10 and 15.
Well, it depends, you know, like the camouflage, obviously that's like 15 psi, you know, 80% reduced paint. But like
Yeah, see,
when I'm putting my primer on, when I'm putting the base coat on, that, you know, that's probably going to be about 25% with 50-50 paint leveling thinner.
Well, what size needles are you guys using?
4.8.
You're using what? 4A?
0.48. Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
use a
basically a
0.5,
0.5.
and I normally will run mine anywhere from like 10 to 15 psi. But then when I'm spraying like what is it, the Vallejo color metallic paints, I have to bump it up just a little bit, otherwise the metal flake in the metallic paints will get jammed up. But other than that, yeah, I never, very rarely, if ever, go above 15%.
No, I think if you keep it low, you gotta thin your paint. I'm like
Exactly.
60% thinner minimum, usually like 70.
Yeah.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I'm gonna check out of here, guys. So
Okay,
good
Bob.
night. See you
What's
next
your PSI?
time.
Before you go, Bob, what's your PSI?
Oh. I've usually been doing like about 15
There you go.
And what's your needle
to
size?
20 range.
What's your needle size?
It's 0.3.
Yeah. And your needle size, what is, Chris?
Whatever's in the Iwata Eclipse HC, I think it's a 0.35 or a
Boy, I was
0.3.
gonna say 0.3.
0.35, yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
got.
That's when it comes stock with it.
25 pounds on a 0.48, 0.45.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you could do it like, you know, I would like to
Well,
have
as
it.
long as you thin your paints, and I don't do anything over 50-50. Unless I'm trying to do like a shade coat or you know, like, well, when I did the orange for the X1, I did like a 60-30, and I was still doing it at 15 psi, and it took 11 coats, but it did finally cover.
That turned out really well too.
Well, actually,
did.
you know, to be fair, I can't really say I got a set air ratio because, you know, like, you know, I don't measure my paint. I just kind of put it in the cup, put the thinner in,
Yeah.
mix it up, and then
Me too.
if it's enough, or well, most time, you know, make sure it's like thinner than like what you think milk.
Yeah,
would be.
I'm not a drop counter. There's guys that will count drops.
I
and do
count
that.
drops. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I
Hey, whatever
load my
works.
thinner first, right? So like, let's say I'm doing 60-40. It'd be like I literally put 6 drops, you know, and if I need more, then I'll put 18 drops of thinner first, and then I'll do 12 drops of paint next, and then I mix it up. So,
Yeah, I've been doing it for long enough that I can put it up against the side of the cup that I'm mixing it in,
yeah.
and I know, yep, that looks like milk. Okay, I'm good. And then,
To your point, when I use a paintbrush inside my paint cup, and I put it up on the side, and when it runs down, if it's kind of like loose and clear, then I'm like, oh, I'm good.
yeah. Now, Chris? Are you mixing in the paint cup of the airbrush, or are
Yes.
you mixing it separate and then putting it in the airbrush?
I mix it in the paint cup of the airbrush, and that's why I put the thinner first.
Yeah. So I always mix in a cup. I have those little creamer cups that I steal from the restaurant.
I used to, but I feel like I don't mix enough paint. Like, rarely am I doing something big, so I feel like I leave as much on the side of the damn cup.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I feel like with these, I mix too much paint. I'm just wasting when I
With
use.
those really big, like those Dixie shot cups, you do. But I
Well,
use.
I just use these for like you know, thinners now,
You know, say I need a full of water,
I
enamel,
use
whatnot.
these. Oh,
Yeah.
The medicine ones or whatever.
Yeah. And I use the little coffee creamer ones. You can buy them in bulk on Amazon.
the tattoo ink ones, cups, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
They're smaller. They're like little, to your point,
Yeah.
super shot or something.
That's kind of interesting because I'll mix mine in the cup, and then I usually have a hunk of old business cards, and I adjust the pressure to get the right pattern that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're right. It's like there's not one setting and one paint that, one size that fits all. It's, yeah.
I honestly, other than again when I'm spraying metallics, I rarely ever touch my MAC valve. I just don't mess with it because I know it's already set and I know it
That's
works.
crazy. Mac valves, I have not yet figured out how to get those to work. That is just
I don't have one, but
crazy.
What do you mean? Like,
the little valves on the bottom of the.
Yeah. It's,
oh, on the airbrush. On the airbrush.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's
Well,
kind of
mine's
like
not on the airbrush. Mine's on the compressor, but it's after it comes out.
yeah.
So I've got the outlet, and then I've got that's a MAC valve. Yeah,
That right there, yeah. That just is not working for me.
but I also limit the travel of my needle. If my Neo has a adjustment where I can tighten it down.
Yeah.
To where when I fully squeeze it, it's barely open. Right now, if I go full blast, then I'm dropping a lot of psi. But that allows me to use that 0.5 needle for really fine work.
0.5 for fine work?
Yep,
You can do it. Oh, it's possible. Yeah.
it is possible. I can do panel lines with a 0.5 needle. Yeah.
And how
I
much
swear,
work-
sometimes the 0.48 needle sprays better than the 0.2 needle with this airbrush I got.
Yeah.
Just,
Whose airbrush do you have, Julian?
I got the Harder and Steenbeck Evolution 24
Oh,
CR
got-
Plus.
one of those.
You have the Cadillac of airbrushes. I would love to have a harder than Steenbeck.
Yeah, is that 2-in-1 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing is hardly ever in stock, and it costs like about $330 too.
Yeah, there's
I got it on sale with the compressor combined.
Yeah,
Oh,
For,
jeez.
I
yeah.
think it was,
That's
I
the
I paid about
Infinity.
$320 for the compressor and the 2-in-1 together. It was definitely
Yeah.
worth it though.
Yeah,
Did you say
that
Evolution
harder-
CR or Infinity CR?
Evolution.
Yeah, the Infinity
Oh,
is
yeah,
good too,
okay.
though. Yeah, harder than Steenbeck they don't make a bad airbrush.
Yeah.
They really don't.
I have not yet really gotten a chance to fire these things up.
The
So
harder
is
Steenbeck awesome.
it the Evolution or Infinity? Because I thought it was the Infinity was the
The
camera.
Evo. Evolution.
Yeah,
And then Iwata has a super expensive one too.
Yeah, that's called like the pad on
and
that.
the CP? No,
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's like $600. So
Oh, it's the Micron. That's what they call
Yeah.
it.
Micron.
yeah,
Their version of the 0.2 super.
But you know what? I when I was getting my first airbrush, I was looking between the Mr. Hobby. It's like the PS18 or something that comes with a 0.18 needle, and they're saying it's the Iwata Micron, but on a budget, and it's only like $160 airbrush. But I've heard it's amazing. It's the Mr. Hobby
Yes.
PS18.
Yes, I've heard the
do they
same.
call it Mr. Airbrush? I mean, they do everything else, right?
No, it's
Mr.
like,
Color, Mr. This.
Pro Convoy, is that it?
No, hold on.
No, Pro Convoys, that's not,
Oh, okay.
I've heard it's not a bad airbrush, but it's not.
Oh, it's the PS771. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that one up there. Because I've been trying to get to use the very fine control with the very fine needle, a 0.2
yeah,
for doing 1/144 scale
yeah.
stuff. And
I mean, you look at this thing; it just looks premium.
Which one is it, Julia?
The PS771.
PS771. That's their. Yeah, I don't see it on this site, but I see all like the
It's on spray
270.
gunner.
Okay. Oh, I'm on spray gunner.
yeah, spray gunners.
PS-771.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see it. 250.
Oh, really? On mine, it's saying 205.
This is sold out, dude. Let me.
And then I was looking at the last time we went to Gateway, the Grex guy was there, and he has.
Oh no, I see the 205.
He has a trigger version of the Grex
I sent that in the chat.
in a .2
Yeah.
needle.
I see it.
And I wanted to try it, but he wanted like 260, 300 for that airbrush, and I'm like,
So you like that one, Julian?
Oh no, I don't have it myself, but
Okay, yeah. I've heard the same thing that it. In fact, some people say that Iwata actually makes it for Mr. Hobby.
could be.
well, no. Okay, so here's the actual thing about it is they took like Iwata's Micron or whatever, and then just made their own version of it.
Yeah.
Like they used like the exact same stuff and just made it cheaper.
Oh, that's got a Mac valve too at the bottom there. I've never used that.
gentlemen.
That changes. That change pressure.
It's supposed to change airflow,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
but it just seemed to me like just a way it just reduces the pressure. You know, I don't know. It's just
See, that would just drive me nuts because I'd try so many different things and.
yeah. We got so much stuff to mess with. I mean, like
Yeah.
paint consistency, paint type, trigger position. It's just like another adjustment that just.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
3 cube.
and again, you have to set it up in the way that you use it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if you
Yeah.
like me, you know, Chris might thin his paints a lot more than I do. I'm a 50-50 guy. I don't go usually any more or less than that. You know, and then once it's set, I forget. It's like I leave it alone.
Yeah, that's the other thing I noticed is when I started messing with it, I had to thin the paint out a little bit more to try to use
Yeah.
it. Well,
Hey, when I first started airbrushing, I would barely thin my paint, and like with Mr. Color, I mean, I would thin it, but man, it would just clog up, and I'd have a
Oh,
whole
sure.
heap of paint, and I was just like, God, you know, I had to pour it out, it was all smelly, and it took me a while to figure out. Lacquer's very forgiving. You can thin the hell out of it.
so do you guys know Joe Hudson? He does all the small figures. Have you seen any of his work?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, he's like in that top 10 category kind of stuff, and he did dry brush for the longest time. And about a year ago, he said he just wanted to start messing with an airbrush. He'd never done it before, and he brought this figure in. Well, it's like the guy picked up the airbrush and was doing pro work like within a week. I swear to God, I hate those people.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about practice.
Chris,
All
good
about
night.
practice.
Good night, Chris.
I was saying good night to Court.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Taking off.
I didn't want to interrupt your guys' conversation because that was a really great conversation. I just don't have an airbrush, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well,
You
I'm
gotta,
gonna take
you gotta
off.
end the ch- you gotta end the
Since we did
stream.
Twitter, Weather Thursday. Chance of you live a little south. Could be a little bit of a rumble thunder. It's not going to be anything like the last few storms.
did you tell did you tell your story about?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're still on. I've been trying to end it, but I didn't want to
Yeah, yeah,
interrupt
yeah.
anybody.
I'm gonna
Go
take
ahead
off.
and end
Matt,
it.
Matt, please tell Matt good luck.
Yeah.
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 And I'm willing to test the Google Meet if you want to do it before next Wednesday. So,
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
let them know.
all right, take care. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Everybody,
guys.
thank you
Have
all
a great
for
night.
joining, and we will catch you all next week. Same time, same place,
Yep.
same,
Yep.
same posse.
Hoorah.